They beat France. They beat Portugal. They beat Argentina. African teams have shocked the world over and over again. So why, after 92 years of World Cups, has no African nation ever lifted that trophy? Right now, 10 African teams are at the 2026 World Cup, the most ever. Morocco are through to the knockouts. Egypt just won their first World Cup game in history. South Africa, Ghana, Cape Verde all still fighting. This feels like Africa's best shot. But before we talk about what's possible now, you need to understand why it hasn't happened yet. Because the answer might surprise you. Let's go back to 1982. Algeria, one of Africa's greatest ever upsets. They beat West Germany, the reigning European champions, 2-1. The whole world stopped. But then West Germany and Austria played out a rigged result to eliminate Algeria on goal difference. The infamous Disgrace of Gijón. Africa didn't just lose. Africa was cheated out. Then 1990. Cameroon. Roger Milla dancing past defenders half his age. They beat Argentina. They beat Colombia. They reached the quarterfinals, the furthest any African team had ever gone. One penalty shootout away from the semifinals. They lost to England, for minutes from making history. In 2002, Senegal's first game of the tournament, they beat France, the defending world champions. A country of 12 million people making the quarterfinals of the World Cup. But they couldn't go further. And then 2022, Morocco, the greatest African World Cup campaign in history. They became the first African nation, the first ever, to reach the semifinals. They beat Spain. They beat Portugal. They had Belgium and France shaking. But they fell to France in the last four and finished fourth. So Africa keeps getting close. But something always stops them. What is it? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not talent. Africa produces world-class players for every top league in Europe, like Salah, Mane, Osimhen, and Hakimi. The talent pipeline is undeniable. The problem has never been individual quality. The problem is the system. African players spend 9 or 10 months a year at their European clubs, training in elite facilities, resting properly, playing in structured environments. Then they fly home for international duty, often late, often tired, to federations with less funding, less infrastructure, less preparation time. The best African players give their best football to their clubs. The national team often gets what's left. Then there's the tournament schedule. AFCON, the Africa Cup of Nations, runs in January and February, right in the middle of the European club season. Every January, African players face a choice between club and country. European clubs resist releasing them. Some players arrive injured. Some don't arrive at all. Compare that to a European team. Their players compete together in the Nations League, rest in the summer, and arrive at the World Cup fresh and synchronized. There's also a structural wall at the tournament itself. Europe and South America have won every single World Cup, all 22 of them. Those confederations have decades of World Cup experience baked into their football culture. Coaches, youth academies, tactical databases. Africa is still building that infrastructure. And at a World Cup, that gap shows in the margins, the tight games, the knockout moments, the fine details that separate winning from going home. But here's what's changed. 2026 is different. 10 African teams. A new round of 32. More paths through the bracket. And a generation of African players who grew up watching Morocco reach that 2022 semifinal, who know it's possible. Morocco are already through. Egypt are flying. Ghana are fighting. The bracket is more open than it has ever been. And somewhere in this tournament, history is waiting to be made. Africa has beaten France. Africa has beaten Portugal. Africa has beaten Argentina. The question is no longer whether Africa can compete at the highest level. The question is, which team will be the one to finish it? Could it happen in 2026? Tell me in the comments, which African team do you think can go all the way? And if you're watching this from across the continent, let me know. Are you finally believing?